Have you checked the guest list?
Confused.
Yes, as it turns out, this is how I came to conclude that there was a mysterious gentleman that we could not identify.
So this is a person who must have had an invitation, correct?
Well, that was our presupposition.
Yeah.
But no one seems to know who he might be. Yet everyone seems to agree that he exists.
And was well dressed.
Well, yes.
Extremely.
Could he have stolen?
Well, you were the first to have mentioned his dress as being relevant.
No, it wasn't a dress, it was a suit. I'm sorry.
All of these heroes think I'm bad at my job. Like, I don't know. I feel that you gentlemen are not taking this as seriously as I am. So you say his suit was particularly relevant.
It wasn't. I don't know why I said anything.
Yes, I don't think his suit was that nice at all. In fact, it wasn't nearly as nice as the cut on your suit. I will have to ask you later where you purchased yours.
Oh, thank you.
You were wearing a nice suit, sir.
Yeah, I just...
And he looks you over like you
Could
not
you
dressed like
possibly?
the kind of person who would be wearing a very nice suit, and then now am showing up at this event as if you were not going to something important.
What am I supposed to say? I'm not going to tell the police officer that I stole a suit.
No,
You
that's
didn't
perfectly
steal
fine.
it.
You did bring it.
Come up with a convincing lie.
So after your 3 hours of beautification and covering, you are finally able to get out.
Yes.
Do you come directly to the mansion?
So I want to stay. I am at my full 8 at appearance right now because I'm only an 8 in appearance. But I am dressed
Lost 2 points when you lost your eye.
all in black garb, and you can tell that I'm like I have put on for the occasion, and then because this is my friend's death. And yes, I will go directly to the thing, and I will burst through the door, and I will start crying, and I will hug out to the oh, it's terrible! I can't believe she's gone, and like tell you all this.
The police officer at the door is like gives this apologetic look to everyone, like, oh, I tried to stop her at the door, but like, she just burst in. It's like, madam,
Poor
madam,
woman is
please,
clearly distressed.
please,
Oh my goodness.
please. So it is good that you have arrived. I'm quite looking forward to hearing your story. If you could gather yourself, ma'am. So I feel it is very important at this point to preface this conversation with: do you recognize the 4 gentlemen in this room?
I have to like look.
Let me my other side of my face.
Hold on. No. Yes, I do. They were all there. I was
And
on
they
the
were
Netflix
here
side.
with you when you all found the body.
Well, yes, I came up after them.
And do you recall? Well, I apologize. Would you please relate to me what you remember of the events of last night?
So, it started out, I was helping the madam get ready for her evening. We were having a drink together. We were doing our ritual of getting ready. I had drawn her some cards. I told her she could decide how the night went. And it was a very, very imbalanced reading, and it worried me a little bit. And then
It was the 8 of clubs, right?
yeah,
It was 8 of clubs.
Eight of clubs. Unbalanced.
but it's an even
It could be
number.
bad or good.
And she, of course, did her connection to her husband and drew that in with her to get ready for the night. And I went down ahead of her and was enjoying the party just as I normally would, sensing the spirits and the commotion around me. Oh, it was so overwhelming. And then her servant girl that was up there earlier, she was helping her get ready as well. Came down, or whatever, how the traditional word is what I use, or the correct word.
Of course.
I use. Anyway, and she runs down the stairs in tears, and I'm wondering, and she's always been just a little frightened of me. I know my wound is hideous, but
Oh, not at all. One can hardly notice it.
Anyway, I do not like anyway. And so, and of course I rush up because I'm very worried about my friend, and I get up there and she's and I just like burst back into tears again.
Please, please. And he sort of like gestures towards the divan where you can take a seat. And he goes, so
If you need to faint, you may.
yes, like, so could you describe anything that occurred after you found the body?
After I found, well, I had to leave the room.
Oh, so you were not here during the events that may have transpired between these gentlemen while they were here, alone with the body, as it were.
No. I went out and back down to the party and tried to calm down.
Really?
Yeah, I was not allowed to stay in the room.
Oh,
It was
and
quite a
what
shock
did you
to me.
notice anything while you were out there for those hours?
When the party was winding down, there were stragglers. There were a lot of stragglers, and that were just lingering at the party. I'm sure they were just vagrants trying to see what was going on and wanted to know.
I see.
I-
And could you describe your relationship with the family, as it were?
Oh, well, when I first moved here, I met the madam and we became friends right away. She's very connected to, she was very connected to her husband, and she had heard that I had, helped people with such problems in the past, and we connected immediately and hung out every Thursday.
This is true. We have heard this.
Yes.
And she was quite fond of you, I understand.
Oh yes, and me of her.
And her daughter and her husband, they were fond of you?
I mean, not necessarily. I did not talk with them a lot. The madam was an old lady. Her kids were young to her. She did not, since we connect a little bit better on the same wavelength.
Interesting. And did she ever mention any concerns about her life being in danger?
Oh yes, all of the time.
Really? Was she particularly concerned about any individuals that she might have mentioned?
Well, I did hear that her daughter was upset at her at one point for not, or didn't think that she was in the right mindset to keep control of the company and wanted to take it over. That upset her so, because she did want to be she was a very capable woman, of course, and knew that she could still be in control of the company. And so she was a little bit concerned about that. I know as a madam, there are certain things that you have to be aware of.
And did she not ever express any discontent with her daughter's marriage?
I don't know, did she? Who's the out of character here talking to the
Yeah.
the GM?
Talking to the James.
Yes.
GM. Yes, talking to the GM.
The James, I should add.
The
I should get a little name tag. This is the James.
Give me a direct line to the
Did
James.
she actually express
No,
was
she had
not
never
happy?
mentioned that she didn't like the
Oh,
son-in-law.
okay. I
Although
didn't
you
hear
did get the
anything about
impression
that.
that she wasn't particularly happy with some things that were going on, but she was never specific.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Amber.
Awesome.
Are you gonna mention the artifact?
Oh no.
Okay. I was just wondering
Oh yeah.
if you.
No.
Yeah, okay.
That's in the vault. It's in the secret
Ooh.
spiritual vault.
Keep that behind the
Oh.
eye.
Yeah. It's waiting like a bomb to just explode.
So, if I may ask,
Wipe everyone out.
before spirit bomb, oh, look at that. Before the men ushered you out, did you have any recollection of the other individuals? There was a Frenchman there. Did you have any interactions with him?
Oh yes. Oh my French brother Bertrand. He's actually an American. Did you know?
Ha! I was right.
Yes. So I have heard that was the case.
American.
You wouldn't happen to know where he might be staying, would you?
Oh no. I don't. I only interacted with him for a few seconds. All of his brothers from the war were circling around him, haunting him.
Oh my god.
And she told you that last time.
I don't remember her telling me that. I remember the card.
It's amazing how much you can overlook when you've had a few champagnes in your
dies
system.
more.
It's like, sure, the ghost of my brother's floating around my head.
He was so shocked at the time.
Shocked again. I'm gonna get shocked every time.
I know,
Next
it's like,
week.
He was
And
very
the ghosts
interested
of
in
your-
art, though. I know. I remember.
Really?
I remember he was very interested in art, and the other. I don't remember the girl's name, but the other lady that was there, she was very important as well.
yes.
What was her
Did
name?
you? Oh, the Lady Padero.
Oh yeah,
Miss
the lady
Padero?
Patero. Yes, wonderful artist.
Do you feel that
Spell her name.
this Frenchman was sufficiently interested in art that he would be not above having taken some with him upon his departure?
Oh, I don't think that. He did not seem like a suspicious character at all.
Really?
No.
So
Right.
is
Don't
Bertrand
trust
going to be at home today, or is he going to be out and about with his wife?
I am going by myself to try and find like a gallery showing locally.
Mm.
And I'm hoping that maybe from this information that that she's providing, that maybe you can pick up on where my whereabouts might be.
Okay, well, you're going to wander about for a while. It's quite easy to find gallery showings if you go in the right parts of town, because
Yes, absolutely.
it's Saturday, and the wealthy are always doing elitist type of things
Yes.
like that to show that they're wealthy and elite. Or else you could be in the countryside. But it's September.
I wanna
and the
be-
countryside
yeah,
here is not that.
I want to be where the people are.
Yes. So you have no trouble with that. And you, after a couple hours of wandering around and stopping by some galleries and things like that, you start getting an inkling that you see that there's a couple of police officers who are walking around, like, asking people to identify someone that they're looking for. Like, you catch wind of this as you're looking at some pieces, and you see some officers, like, about half a block down talking to some people. You overhear a bit of this conversation. Is that we're looking for this Frenchman who was at the estate last night.
And okay, well, if I pick up on that, then I'm gonna walk towards the police officers.
Oh,
Mons-
they see you out the corner. You sir, are you Mr. Bertrand Guillot?
Bonjour.
Oh
Bonjour.
yes, we have been looking all over the city for you.
You have?
Yes, indeed. You were at the estate last night at
Oui, yeah.
the unfortunate events.
Very unfortunate.
Yes, the captain wishes to. He has some questions for you about what you might remember from last night. If you'd be so kind to come with us, we're already quite late. I think that everyone else
I
is.
I do not see why not.
Yes, please. And if you is your wife at home right now? Where are you staying?
We are staying at what was the name of the hotel?
We
The
didn't
Ritz,
know.
like the Ritz
Yeah.
Carlton.
Yeah, it's
Or
like
so-
the expensive hotel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Ritz.
We are staying at the expensive hotel. Yeah.
The expensive.
Oui.
That's my.
Is
It's
she-
getting into Borat right
Yeah,
now.
is she
Some
there?
It's going into
I know, right?
Borat territory. Oh gosh. No, she is home.
Okay, so if you don't mind, we'll send someone for her right away. But if you come with us.
Yeah.
So if you have no conversation for them, we will transport you to the location and escort you in. And just as this is occurring, the captain is having a nice conversation with Madame Azel. And she is talking. I think the last thing you hear as you come in is, I think he was American.
Oui, je suis American.
Yeah, and then you burst in, and the captain goes, "Oh my goodness, Mr. Guillot, we have been looking all over for you. I am impressed that they found you so easily."
Well, you must have the best and the brightest working on the what the fuck accent. You must have the best and brightest working on this.
We do have quite a
Best
crack
and
staff here.
brightest.
This is true. So if you don't mind, first of all, sir, just to confirm, you recognize the gentleman in the room here with you?
Oui,
They were all present last night.
all of them, yes.
Yes. Is there anyone who was there last night that you do not see in the room?
There's a man. He got in an argument with another man. Two of them are not here.
Oh, both of them are not here.
Tristan's not there.
Yeah.
And so
what were they arguing about?
they were arguing over a piece of paper. One of the men snuck up behind the other and grabbed it out of his pocket, and they started tussling over it, and they were talking about whether or not it was stolen, and then I was trying to calm things down. It's a piece of paper, it's not not that important.
Do you remember who the two gentlemen were? Did you know them?
I did not catch either name. I could not tell whether or not they knew each other or not. But whatever that was.
The servants, they're always doing. They're still trying to clean up from last
I
night.
did not catch many names. I only talked to their father, and I talked to Madame over here.
It is true. He uncomfortably he uncomfortably looks away as if he might have lingered a little too long, and he is embarrassed that he did not. He wasn't casual enough about not looking. So
my face.
I appreciate that.
You are afraid to look at her?
No, of course not.
She is a beautiful woman.
She is indeed. I do not know why you would think that. But I am not on trial here.
I do not judge.
Of course not. I understand. Perhaps
He's French.
back to the matter at hand, though. Perhaps you could
I do not know.
provide
how
a
American
timeline
would
of
act in
events
such a
as you
way.
recall them.
I arrived. I saw Madame Caitlin Patero. I was very interested to go see her artwork. I've heard much about her, and I wanted to talk to her, but she is quite intimidating. And I spoke with this lady, Azel, and she did a card trick. I received a king, and she made me quite uncomfortable, but that's okay. I did not think about it too long, and then I heard screaming from a little girl, and I went to rush to the little girl. I wanted to see if she was injured or not. It's just a reflex of mine to go help.
Of course.
And she was not injured, but she was talking about a woman who the lady of the house who had been murdered or something, and so we a whole bunch of us ran up, and I remember I was one of the first to be in there. And
Really?
Yes.
So if you look around now, does the room look as it was when you had found the lady?
So I have a question.
Yes.
So is the chair, which I noticed that was lined with gold, it's still lined with gold?
Yes.
Okay. Then yes, everything seems to be together in the same that I had seen it. So.
Indeed. And you did not notice that the chair appears to have been moved. And now he gestures where you can now clearly see the divots in the carpet and shows the chair has been moved.
Oh, I did not notice that. That's quite peculiar.
Okay. So it seems that we are in agreement that no one seems to have believed the chair was moved at the time that the body was found.
No, we were told not to touch anything.
And did everyone follow these instructions
Well,
that I gave very clearly to not touch anything?
well, this gentleman over here, I believe he was very interested in this potpourri. Did you not touch the potpourri?
Well, Tristan went for it, right? And
didn't-
pulled it out from under her leg.
In the recollection, I'm recollecting that Tristan did not, and it was him.
Okay, sure.
Well, so Tristan got it first.
I have no
right?
reason to lie.
No, that's perfectly
So-
fine. Although he is now interested. Did you say it was under the lady's leg?
Done.
I
Done.
There was a lot of talk about whether or not to touch it, and a lot of talk about what was it.
the
and
potpourri or the leg?
the potpourri.
Okay.
Sure. Who would want to touch the leg? I don't know. But eventually, we wanted to see what it was. I did not touch it because heaven forbid. And I believe this man over here, who's
so
name,
the father was very interested in it. He thought it was
So,
a matter for demons.
Otherwise, I don't believe what's your
Chester Alesborn.
his name is Chester Born.
That-
Yes.
he seemed to have suggested. So,
Snitching.
so Mr. Aylesworth, you did in fact touch the satchel.
Well,
then
the priest wanted to see it. I mean, who am I to deny a priest what he wants?
Especially a Catholic priest.
Yeah, they get what they want.
Is this true, Father Gregory?
I wish to have seen it more clearly, but I did not tell the Manchester to retrieve it for me.
But he did in fact do so.
I don't remember who grabbed it.